This program is brought to you by the Media Liberty Alliance Foundation in cooperation with OBBM Network TV, bringing citizen-led, creative local media to the forefront of local communities to foster a greater understanding of constitutional liberty and appreciation of what makes us truly free, starting with you and me.
Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you're updated each time fresh content comes out. And thank you for being part of the Zach Ratliff Show. The Zach Ratliff Show is brought to you by Mortgage Financial in Texarkana, Texas, Elmwood Custom Goods, and Church on the Rock, Texarkana. That's churchontherock.org. Welcome to the Zach Ratliff Show. I'm Zach. I'm glad to be with you. Glad you are with me. We've got a foggy day here in T-Town, but still thank God for it. Thank God for another day in the greatest country ever put on the face of this earth. Thank God for all of you for listening. Hey, I was at an event last night and had multiple people come up and just talk about the content of the show. And hey, I appreciate you all more than you know. And as we're growing, you can see the studio looks different today. You know, just trying to, as we go, you know, and so just trying to get better every day. So thank you for being a part of it, and thank God for the opportunity to do there. All right, we're gonna start we're gonna come up with a little catchphrase here, and that is, I want my money back, and that's what we're gonna do. So this is from Gunther Eagleman. This was yesterday. It says, breaking, Tim Burchett just took the gloves off and called out the person suspected to be behind the stalling of his bill to stop paying the Taliban in the U.S. Senate. That's right. Remember, we still pay the Taliban $45 million. I think it's a week. I want my money back. I want my money back. I want my family's money back. I want your money back. I want my kids' money back. We're being fleeced every day. They take from us and take from us. 91% or something like that of the countries that were around the world receive money from the U.S. government. And we're, you know, we're struggling to put food on the table, a lot of us. I know exactly how much my bills, and that's okay. I'm not mad about it. Thank God for the opportunity to have these bills. Don't get me wrong, but you're taking my tax dollars that you will throw me in prison if I don't pay. And you're giving away to the rest of the world. You're giving the Taliban, who we're at war with for how long? But yet we're paying them $45 million a week. What are we? $38 trillion, $37 trillion in debt? And we're giving, I want my money back. Or, how about, I just don't want to have to pay it. Now, I didn't sign up for this. For all these fat cats on the hill to sit around and get rich off of it. I'm not against somebody getting rich. I'm not against fat cats. But I'm against you stealing my money and using it for your betterment. Now, you want to make me part of it? We're going to go into business together, or you want to purchase my services? Yeah, then let's all grow together. But good night. It's just never ending. Then we have this. This is from Laura Ingram. Reposted this from Derek Evans on X.com. Breaking, the U.S. Senate rejects the Republican proposed solution for Obamacare, 51-48. This would have given money directly to the American people. And I don't even like that it would have been in HSA accounts, health savings accounts, but it would have.
And instead of giving it to the insurance companies, we couldn't even get enough of these Republicans together. Republicans are afraid to lead. They're afraid to win. We need actual conservatives. We need actual, and you can call it whatever you want. We need people that are worried about the people they represent because they don't represent us. We have a ruling class that likes to keep their thumb on us and just take and take and take. That's where we are. And we just keep burying our head. Oh, it's okay as long as I have enough for this. No, it's not okay. We ought to go take their tea and throw it in the bay. Good night. It's just crazy. All right, I want my money back. But don't worry, we're not going to give it back to you even when we try to do it in a health savings account because I'm not worried about the Democrats. I know what the Democrats will do. That's the thing. The Democrats are who they say they are. The Republicans are not who they say they are. The Democrats are exactly who they tell you they are. Now, the media will want you to not believe that's who they are, that you will be lied to and told that that's not, but the Democrats are exactly 100% who they tell you they are. And let's give them credit for that. But the Republicans, they're nothing but cowards and liars. However, I have to vote with them because I identify more with them than I do the Democrats, but just from the moral standpoint. Well, that's why I'm running for precinct chair of a Republican on the Republican side. But also, I want to see the party go where it should to represent the people. I don't want it to represent the county elite or the state elite or the national elite. I want it to represent common sense. But we're afraid to lead. We're afraid to say who we are. Oh, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Oh, I don't want to say that the Republicans had anything to do with this meeting at a church. Oh, heaven forbid, heaven forbid. I don't want to mix politics and religion. How could you ever think there was such a thing? Are you kidding me? If there's two things you should talk about every day, it's are you going to heaven? And who has God put on this earth to help us run our country effectively? And then we should vote for that person. Are they perfect? No. It's insane. We allow these people to keep stealing from us, to keep, well, we almost did it. We almost got them. We'll get them. And that's the Republicans. Oh, well, wait. That was the thing for a long time. Well, we only have the House. Well, we only have the Senate. Well, we only have Congress. Well, we don't have enough on the Supreme Court to make it. So now we've got the White House. Now we've got a 6-3 majority. Now we've got the House. Now we've got the Senate. Now these bastards are just showing us who they are. They're cowards that aren't worried about you and I. Now, do I think they think they're doing good? Yeah, this is in that whole range of things that I like to talk about people saying my truth and their truth. Their truth is that they're doing good, and we just can't understand because we're stupid idiots that don't we can't see the rest of the picture that they can see. And while sometimes that may be the case, Congress, our Republican leadership, has run out of getting the benefit of the doubt from me. Donald Trump still has some of that for me. But I used to be like, okay, they know something I don't know. There's a curve coming that I can't see, and this will all make sense in the end. However, with the Republicans, the only thing that makes sense in the end is they aren't who they tell us they are. They don't do what they say they're going to do. They don't represent what they say they represent. Their morals, their flat line, whatever it is, their baseline, it is not what they say it is. But they say it is because that's what the majority of the people believe, and they want to get elected because it's all about power and all about money. I want my money back. They tax us and tax us and tax us and then take more. And look, you know, if we were helping all the homeless or all the vets or whatever, okay, let's do that. We're sending it to 91% of the countries around the world. We're paying the Taliban. I mean, we're funding everything. The UN hates us. We're funding them. We're paying for the war in Ukraine. Has, you know, because some of our politicians, both Republicans and Democrats, have business interest over there. Golly. And yet they just look at us like, oh, you don't know the whole... Then tell me the whole story. God didn't say, I'm going to take this group of 500 people and make them so much smarter than everybody that nobody else gets a say in it. I promise you that. We have, but by the time you get the Supreme Court and the president and, less still, I don't remember, what is it, 440, 441 is the House, 440, then 100. So you have less than 600 peoples making the decision, and that's the government we set up. Don't worry, but they've forgotten the Constitution. They've forgotten that they represent. So now they want to vote themselves as ruling class. It's just like in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Hey, why are you playing in that muck? Arthur rides up, and the guy's like, "Oh, of course you're royalty." A congressman comes into town and everything has to stop for them. Hey, get on my schedule, baby. I'm here working, grinding, getting it. Now, any congressman that most of them that I know, I get along with. But still, however, don't look at me as inferior. And if I am, tell me why. But don't tell me I'll figure it out later. You're a people, I'm a people too. But they want to rule us. Anyway, here we go. This is from CNN Health, and it's an article that DC Drano points out on CNN Health. It says they kicked combat veterans out of the military for refusing the COVID vax. They fired nurses and firefighters, who they claimed were heroes. Families were ripped apart at the holidays, and what for? A drug that now has an FDA black box warning because it can kill you. Then it's CNN Health. FDA intends to put its most serious warning on COVID vaccine. I don't know, just go CNN, read it. Read those crazy conspiracy theorists over at CNN. I mean... golly. It's just wild. All right, let's get back to giving us back our money. Benny Johnson, X.com. Look who dominates, this is Benny Johnson, look who dominates nearly every welfare program in our country. Cash welfare, U.S.-born people. 16% of welfare recipients are born in the U.S., or they get cash. 23% are legal immigrants, and 18% are illegals. So, what's that? 33, 40, 41% of cash welfare goes to immigrants of some sort. Food stamps, 25% U.S. born. Okay, if you need it, good. 48% of it goes to illegals. And 34% goes to legal. So let's see, that's 82% of food stamps go to immigrants of some sort. Medicaid, U.S.-born recipients, 25%. Legal immigrants, 36%. And illegal immigrants, 39%. So let's see, that's 75% going to immigrants. Housing subsidies or help. Let's see, housing for welfare. 5% goes to legal immigrants, 4% goes to illegal immigrants, that's 9%. Only 5% goes to U.S. born people. Any welfare. Here you go. Boom, boom. Oh, no, I was doing this wrong. This is percentage of those populations. Okay, let's redo it. So cash welfare, 16% of U.S. born people get cash welfare. 23% of legal immigrants get it, 18% of illegal immigrants. This makes more sense. Food stamps is still high. 25% of U.S. born people get food stamps. 34% of legal immigrants get food stamps, and 48% of illegals get food stamps. Medicaid, 25% of U.S. born, 36% of illegals, 39% of illegals. Housing, 5% of U.S. get benefits on that, 5% of legal immigrants, and 4% of illegals. Any welfare, 39% of people born in the U.S. get some sort of welfare. 52% of 52% of legal immigrants get welfare, and 59% of illegals get welfare. Give me back my money. Oh, y'all remember the song? I almost sounded like it. Better have my money. Pay me what you owe me. It's just amazing. It's just amazing what we put up with. Because you're a hateful, racist bigot if you don't. You're a misogynist and a sexist. Golly. All right. CBC.ca. Liberals, this is in Canada, hence the CA. Liberals back the Bloc's proposal to remove religious exemption from hate speech laws. What this is going to do is they're trying to ban specific parts of the Bible and the Quran. Don't worry, though. Canada's not going the wrong way. They'll tell you what you can do. They'll tell you what you can say. Over in the UK, hate speech, they'll drag you out of your house and throw you in jail for it. Now, if you read your Bible or your Quran, they'll take that from you. But don't worry, it's the conservatives in America that are going to take your books and burn them. Those hateful Republicans. Yeah, the only thing Republicans hate are themselves. Well, those and some of the, I think I've got an article on some of the white women that hate themselves too, which is funny. CBS News. I just started to spell it all. CBSnews.com. Oh, I don't want to see the video. CBSnews.com. Let's see if I can get back to the article. Luxury cars and private villas. Oh, it's like champagne dreams and caviar wishes. Luxury cars and private villas. See how Minnesota fraudsters spent millions intended for hungry kids. Overseas wire transfers. CBS News obtained dozens of files and photos that reveal how Minnesota fraudsters, a.k.a. Somalis, it doesn't say that, that's me. Maldives Resort, lakefront property, wire transfer to China and East Africa, first-class tickets to Istanbul and Amsterdam, a Porsche Macan, stacks of cash, But don't worry, and this is, once again, cars in the Maldives, 24-year-old, I can't even say his name. Don't worry, though, you hateful bigots. Don't ask for your money back. You don't deserve it. Other people from around the world, they deserve your money more than you, and they're going to continue to take it until you stand up and say something, until you hold these Republicans accountable. Once again, the Democrats are who the Democrats are. I'm not even worried about trying to convince them otherwise. I applaud them for telling us who they are. They have the backbone to say, hey, this is what we want. Okay, good for you. We now know who we're against. Now let's go get it. We have to hold our own side accountable. It's quite simple. Breaking. Tashila Dickerson, a BLM Oklahoma City leader, was just indicted for water fraud and money laundering. What? More Democrats taking more money. But they tell us that's what they're going to do. I want my tax money back. I don't know what's so hard about it. I don't know why we have to give this all away. Someone feels we must, though. And none of us have the courage to hold our leaders accountable. Oh, this is more on the Somalis. It's different things, same articles. And it's showing Jesse Waters talking about it last night. I mean, it's just outrageous. Oh, here's this lady. Kentucky State Representative Sarah Stalker, Democrat. White lady. She's mad about it. Doesn't feel good about being white every day. Claims white have privilege and that children should be taught to feel bad about their skin color. First of all, you are privileged if you can go around talking about how much privilege you have. I didn't grow up with that luxury. Now look, I had a great life, and I'm proud of it. I had a great life because my dad worked hard for it. My stepdad worked hard for it. My stepmom worked hard for it. My mom worked hard because they busted their tail. Because they made a great life, and then they gave that to me because they love me. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I come from. My grandfather was a U.S. forester and a watermelon farmer from Hope, Arkansas. My other one worked in the telephone company. I'm proud of where I came from. And guess what? We're white, and I'm proud of that. And all my black friends, I know they're proud of being black. My one Mexican, I've got a couple, but one of my best friends, Mexican guy, he's proud of being from Mexico. And that's okay. I teach people to feel bad about themselves. I thought this was the age of empowerment and self-love. But not you, white kid. No. Be proud of where you came from. And then go make it even better. If I can improve my daughter's station in life from when she was born, the amount that my station in life was improved by my family from where my family was from when I was born to where they are now, if I could do the same for my daughter, that's the most important thing is making sure she knows the way to heaven, but I can't make that decision for her. And thank God she's made it for herself, and I had the opportunity to baptize her. Outside of that, that'd be the best thing I could do. Be proud. I'm proud of who I am. Yeah, I'm a little overweight. I'm working on it. And I'm a little too sharp-tongued sometimes. I'm working on it. I can be judgy. I'm working on it. Thank God for his grace and salvation that he can show me these things and I can work on them. But I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I come from. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my church. I'm proud of my town. I'm proud of my country and my state. And I have enough confidence to tell you that. But all these, we don't know why everybody's so sad all the time. And we don't know that. But don't be proud of yourself. How dare you be white? Now, these are the same liberals that will tell you that you can't, wipe your baby. Well, you have to ask them. Well, did you ask them if they wanted to be white? Oh, they didn't, so you killed them? What a ridiculous world we live in. And as I've said, the farther we get from God, the more absurd it becomes. It's exhausting sometimes. Let me tell you what's not exhausting. There's hope in Jesus Christ. That's it. That's why it's not exhausting. That's why we have the fight. That's why we keep talking about it. This country is creating more opportunity for people to know Jesus than any other country around the world by sending missionaries all out into cities and into countries across the world. And that should be the ultimate goal. There it is. There it is. Then I'm back to another note in my phone that says I want my money back. That's funny. Democrats being who Democrats are. This is from Nick Sorter on X.com. Nick says, WTF, Democrat Representative Benny Thompson just referred to the attack on the National Guardsmen in D.C. as an unfortunate accident. Christy Nome says, accident? It was a terrorist attack. They shot our guard in the head. They will bend the narrative to whatever they want it to be. They, the ruling class, not just the Democrats, but the ruling class. Let's see what else we got. I've got others. I think that's good. I think that's it. Let me tell you this. It's Friday. I hope you all enjoy your day, your weekend. I hope God blesses each and every one of you. And we'll do it all again on Monday. God bless you. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.